working out and talking about this Jonathan Kuminga status. He's definitely got to be, over and done with in Golden State. But as a Golden State Warriors fan, are we really getting what we should get for Jonathan Kuminga? Because I don't think so. The latest sign and trade I'm seeing is a three-team trade between Golden State, Sacramento, and Detroit, where Golden State will get Dario Zarkic, Devin Carter, whoever that is, and two second-round picks. So Jonathan Kuminga will go to Sacramento, and Detroit will get Malik Monk from Sacramento. Why are we getting the shit end of this deal? Our asset, Jonathan Kuminga, has the highest ceiling. He's the one with aspirations to be an all star, which I really think he can be, but just his time's run out in Golden State. He'll definitely flourish somewhere else, but come on. It's kind of, it feels like a trade the Warriors would do, back in the day, in the 90s Warriors that I'm scared. I really hope that we don't go back to. But, yeah. Damn. Remember, don't sit your ass around, get in a workout, do your thing. So, the other, like, Jonathan Kuminga trade packages I'm hearing is a sign and trade to um, the Pelicans for Herb Jones. And it's just like, with who Jonathan Kuminga is, I think we definitely owe ourselves a bigger piece or a bigger asset. And I just don't think we're getting that with going for Herb Jones or the three-team trade with Sac in Detroit. Our big asset is Dario Sarkic. Like, we had him last year, and obviously we let him go, so we weren't crazy impressed. He's a decent player, but nothing on Jonathan Kaminga. You know, um, but uh, what it do? Hello, but this Jonathan Kaminga stuff is just kind of going crazy right now. Um, we, as the Golden State Warriors fan and the Golden State Warriors, we just cannot get jerked on this trade. This shit has been lingering for like 3 years. And obviously, there's some background stuff going with Steve Kerr and Jonathan Kuminga because you could just tell Kuminga's like takes what Steve Kerr says nicely, but then he's kind of like get the fuck out of my face. Basically, I wanna get the training wheels off and I wanna fucking go flourish in the NBA, which I don't blame him for doing. But Golden State Warriors still have legends on the team, and until Steph or Draymond or Jimmy retires, he ain't gonna get that chance. But we cannot get jerked on this trade. Make sure you tell me what you think about this Jonathan Kuminga Golden State saga. Drop some comments. Um, Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to me, the Sports Junkie. Check out the live from last night where I'm talking about NBA free agency and the Dame Lillard situation, the Lakers picking up DeAndre Ayton, and Mike Brown becoming the new head coach of the New York Knicks. But yeah, I want to know your thoughts about this Jonathan Kuminga stuff. You know, should we just get what we can get for him, or do we go look for more, or do we hold on to him for the trade deadline? Because I mean, we hold on to him for the trade deadline. I mean, there could be a positive where he could just go nuts and just because a lot of the things why people ain't crazy jumping on him is because he's inconsistent and executives are kind of like, what has he proven? He hasn't really proven anything. So, if he, has a nice average by the trade deadline, he's like, showing, that he does have a high ceiling as far as what he can do in the NBA. Maybe we get better offers, but I just don't see it. And the fact that in this trade we're getting like two second round picks, people in the free agency and trades right now are just throwing second round picks out like it's nothing because honestly, what I think is people don't see the NBA drafts in the next 5 years really producing stars or anything. I could say maybe Cooper Flag is that last guy that was like highly noted, as he was coming out of high school, then going into college. Like there was, speculation on him and a buildup for him. But who do we have now? Like coming up. So I think that's why they're giving up all the second round picks and all stuff like that because the draft don't really look good unless you're waiting for European stars that are going back to school or going back overseas to get their game right for the next couple seasons. But other than that, yeah. But man, we need to get something good for JK. But also, you got to look at it for Jonathan Kuminga, Air Congo. Um, could he put us over the top this year? Because, honestly, I haven't been a fan of his inconsistency. But when Steph went out in the playoffs and, the end of the series against the Rockets, I was liking the way JK was playing. And honestly, I think he was playing good because he had nothing to lose. It's like, let me go show what I got and maybe I'll get something big in the off season. But he wasn't really. Um, he just played with nothing to lose, and I think that's what kind of makes him inconsistent. Is I think he's in his own head too much, and circumstances kind of got fucked up last year because we acquired Jimmy Butler while he was injured, and it was kind of hard to fit him back in. So it was kind of like he was by himself, and he's a young kid, so he's probably like taking shit personal and everything. But why not take a player friendly deal with the Warriors right now and show people you're a team player and you're willing to work with a team? I think that'll open up other teams' eyes to give you a big contract and a chance. So that's just me. Make sure you check out all the Sports Junkies videos. I just had one come out this morning about possibly tight end university coming to Netflix. My thoughts on that. So make sure you go check that one out. I got one about LeBron. I got a couple previews before that about the NBA free agency and what's going on and my thoughts about that. So make sure you fuck with the sports junkie. Well, yeah. Um, all that's really going on, I think, in sports right now. But I want to, what I was talking about on my live last night, I got sent a link of Shams, the big NBA insider, that something is going to happen in free agency that as big as will make Luka Doncic to the Lakers for Anthony Davis, AD, look like nothing. So something big is still coming. Wonder who that's got to deal with. Is it with LeBron? Is it with Giannis? I really wonder. It's my favorite time of the year. So, what do you guys think? What's the next NBA transaction that's going to pop off? On other sports news, I've been seeing a lot of articles with the uncertainty of the Steelers and TJ Watt. Um, wonder if he's going to be out of there. You think about all the trouble to get Aaron Rodgers. You got DJ Metcalf, not DJ, DK, my bad. DK Metcalf, you know, you gearing up for a Super Bowl run, and then your big defender is gone. You get Jalen Ramsey, one of your other defenders, longtime guy. He's off to Miami. You better buckle down and get TJ in there. What are y'all thinking? Come on, what are y'all thinking? Drop comments below. Make sure you go subscribe, like, comment. Probably be out here for another like 15 minutes. So, fucking with this vertical stream. But yeah, back to the main topic. JK, what the fuck is he gonna do, man? I think they need to pull the trigger on this shit real quick. So, the Warriors can see where they're gonna go next, who they're gonna acquire. I know pretty much like 90% we're gonna go get Al Horford, so we gotta hurry up and do that. So, JK, let's get him the fuck out of here. The one trade that I liked that I was seeing was that we were gonna trade him to Chicago and get um Vujovic. Like I fuck with that. Like we get size at least, a guy that's proven in the league. Um, like put him in with Horford. Maybe start him. Horford can come off the bench. And then we still got the two young guys with size, meaning Guy Santos and Quentin Post. Like, why not? Make sure you get your workout in, man. Got to stay healthy. Got to live out here for and with our kids. But like I said last night, I'm kind of excited about the Eastern Conference so far with these signings and stuff. It just looks completely different from last year. You know, Atlanta's looking good. Bucks are gonna be there, which it was really fucking weren't like this year. Um, Atlanta, Orlando, just teams that we're really in the thick of it are going to be in the thick of it. So that's definitely good to see. I think Orlando is going to be like kind of a sleeper because you got Paulo that he's just been progressing, progressing, progressing. You put Desmond Bain on there, that's it's pretty good. And, you got the Wagner brothers on there. The one piece for Orlando, though, I shouldn't have really gave away, but I guess they had to get Bane. Is Caldwell Pope, man? He's been a decent piece in like two championships. So, um, yeah. So drop in the comments what is the biggest trade or free agent move so far? What, like the third or fourth day of NBA free agency? What do y'all think? Okay, okay. So, how much is KD going to improve the Rockets? Remember, they were second in the Western Conference last year. Do they go up to number one? People are acting like, oh, they can't eclipse OKC. I definitely feel that they could eclipse OKC. I mean, what about OKC? What are they doing? Everybody's revamping. I feel like there should be like at least one addition for OKC. They extended, SGA, but what else are they doing? Because I just don't believe they're like the big mountain to climb like everybody says that they are. But what about the Lakers? By adding DeAndre Ayton, is he the missing piece? Is that all they need? The Lakers too. They have a lot of fucking players that it's like just get them off the team so you can make a move. Like Gabe Vincent, Jared Vanderbilt, and some other team could use these fucking guys. Fit right in. I just think they ain't fucking made for the spotlight in LA. Like especially fucking Gabe Vincent. Who else do they have? I mean, this is what I've seen too. It just kind of makes me laugh. Is that I seen the asking price for Andrew Wiggins, and I think Lakers are interested in getting him. Fucking the Heat want Dalton Connect and Rui and draft picks for Wiggins. This ain't the 2022 Wiggins where he fucking helped the Warriors. If there's no Wiggins, I don't think there's a fucking chip. But like 3 years after, all he's been is really inconsistent, dealing with whatever he's dealing with. I mean, God bless, but fuck, man, that is a big asking price. So what's the biggest move? What's the biggest move? Or what's the one that still waiting to happen? We got some free agents out there. One dude that I forgot about in my live last night was Russell Westbrook still out there. I would love, this is me being self centered. We signed Horford. We could sign Russell Westbrook. Like, I think those would be key. Like that would just fucking reignite our fucking rebounding, man, especially with Westbrook. But so Westbrook's out there, Quentin Grimes. Like, there still are some dudes out there that I believe Wiggins is. I don't know if he's a free agent, but he could definitely be acquired. Ah. And then go to the New York Knicks. Is Jordan Clarkson going to be the only move they make? I guess that's the only thing that kind of fits for them out there. But what is he going to do? Is he going to be like six man off the bench, or is he obviously won't start? Because it's like, do you keep Mikal Bridges in the starting lineup now? And then your sixth man is kind of like is Jordan Clarkson. But I definitely am glad Jordan Clarkson got the fuck out of Utah. He could be a key guy somewhere, and um, he's just kind of being wasted in Utah. So all right, it's your sports junkie, the sports junkie. Um, Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And then definitely check out my videos. Like I said before, I had one drop today, the Tight End University video. Go check that out. Um, Check out my live streams. I probably go live every couple days. I just wait for the sports news to kind of build up so I can talk about everything. And definitely keep fucking with me. I'm fucking with y'all.